The people who don't feel safe are young women, mothers, and grandmothers around Andrew Cuomo. That's the greatest threat to public safety in New York City.
My regrets is having trusted the leaders within our own party, leaders like Andrew Cuomo.
Latest on the race for mayor as the Democratic candidates took to the debate stage last night. It was a tense 2 hours with most of the candidates aiming their attacks former Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Let's get at it. Let's get at it. Here we go.
Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
In tonight's debrief in tonight's Democratic mayor.
All right, there's a lot of folk running for mayor of New York City. We got Cuomo, we got Adams, Lander, Stringer, Mamdani, Matier, Ramos, Blake, and Tilson. All right, that's a lot of folk. Let's see how it goes. Let's go.
Debate, 9 candidates are going to take the stage, and while Andrew Cuomo has been the front runner for months, some political analysts think the event will focus on attacking the former governor.
He is steadily ahead in the polls. Zoran Mamdani is inching a little bit closer. You probably have Adrian Adams with an outside shot here, but most of these candidates are going to be attacking Andrew Cuomo because with 2.5 weeks left to go, he is the clear frontrunner in this race.
As 9 candidates vie for the party's nomination, it appears 8 of the candidates went after one of the race's main frontrunners, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, criticizing him on a number of issues, from his management over the coronavirus pandemic, sexual harassment allegations that caused his early exit from the governor's office.
We'll be attacking him on perhaps policy differences with Andrew Cuomo, perhaps attacking him in these allegations of sexual harassment, as well as these nursing home deaths when he was governor.
The people who don't feel safe are young women, mothers, and grandmothers around Andrew Cuomo. That's the greatest threat to public safety in New York City.
And the difference between myself and Andrew Cuomo is that my campaign is not funded by the very billionaires who put Donald Trump in D.C. I don't have to pick up the phone from Bill Ackman or Ken Langone. I have to pick up the phone for the more than 20,000 New Yorkers who contributed an average donation of about $80 to break fundraising records and put our campaign in second place. My regrets is having trusted the leaders within our own party, leaders like Andrew Cuomo.
Let's say ICE notifies your city-run hospitals that they must stop offering medical care to undocumented patients, or the federal government is going to withhold millions of dollars in funding. What would you do?
I've gone through this with Mr. Trump before with ICE.
But what would you do now?
You cannot give in to Mr. Trump and his demands. You cannot.
But let's say he's cutting funding.
You can't. It will never end. If you give in to him, he is a bully. I know him well. If you give in to him today, you will be giving him your lunch money for the rest of your life.
So what's the solution?
You have to fight him. And the way you fight him is not by suing him. Yes, of course you sue him, but he gets sued 10 times before he gets out of bed in the morning. Right?
Kind of like you.
That doesn't
and the
bother
lawsuits
him,
are winning,
right?
by the way.
It's not only that Andrew Cuomo lied to Congress, which is perjury, he also lied to the grieving families whose loved ones he sent into those nursing homes to protect his $5 million book deal.
Andrew Cuomo has the nerve to talk about defund when he signed the bail reform bill with loopholes that you didn't even read.
No regrets when it comes to cutting child care. No regrets when it comes to slow walking PPE and vaccinations in the season of COVID to Black and brown communities. Really, no regrets.
Andrew Cuomo, the former governor and current mayoral frontrunner, spent the night parrying attacks from many of the 8 other Democrats on stage, all vying for the party's nomination. Though Cuomo targeted really only one, State Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani, the only challenger to break through in the polls.
Mr. Mamdani is very good on Twitter and with videos, but he actually produces nothing for him to accuse me of lying. He also called President Obama a liar and said President Obama was evil. So take everything with a grain of salt. Donald Trump would go through Mr. Mamdani like a hot knife through butter. He's been in government 27 minutes. He passed 3 bills. That's all he's done. He has no experience with Washington, no experience in New York City. He would be Trump's delight.
So I'm always interested when these primary debates happen, because they show really truly for lack of a better term, how fragile the commitment is to the party and to the ideas that the party esteems. And so we'll see it in the Republicans as well. Don't worry about it. So hold tight. I'm sure we'll see this as well sometime soon. But Democrats seem to really pull out the long knives on themselves, on their own teammates, whom later on, once the person gets the nomination, they will turn around and be supporting that same person and pulling out the knives that they just put in order to defend them. It is so interesting to me. So watching this was wild. And it's funny how even in something as small, and let's just put it in perspective, even something as, again, small as the New York mayor's race, Trump just keeps coming up. We're not talking about the governor's race. We're not talking about a Senate seat or representative. We're talking about the city of New York. Now, granted, again, it's hard to say New York is a small apples because, of course, we know that New York is the big apple, right? But still, like, even in the midst of that, all you're focusing on is Trump. All you're focusing on is him. And I don't hear these people recognizing, like, hey, sure, Trump is a problem for many Democrats. He's going to be a problem for you. Absolutely, no problem. But we have other problems that are apart from him, aside from Trump, that we need to work together to seek to solve and rectify. I never hear that. I never hear like a cohesive message until after the long knives have already been pulled out, people have been betrayed, and so forth. Then it's like, let's unify the party. And I think that's why we're going to see later on how this fractioning is happening within the Democrat Party because of this. This is a regular occurrence within this party. And I don't think that it's going to stop. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you're in New York, drop a big apple up in there. If not, just let me know what you thought about this. Have you been paying attention to the mayoral race up in DC or New York? Who do you think is going to get the nomination? I would love to know what you think. I'd love to hear what you think about it. Even if you're not in New York, of course, your opinion matters here. So we want to hear what you think. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. See you soon.